Take a look. This is a power plant that uses coal to generate electricity for the national power grid, and it can produce as much as 2,600 megawatts. You want to know how you build a station like this? Well, how does it all begin? Let's try to understand exactly what it takes to build one of these things. First of all, you need a professional group that will investigate the soil and area. Simultaneously, you'll have to find an engineering company that will define the initial requirements for the station. To that engineering company, you'll have to allocate various operating companies that can meet their engineering standards. At the same time, you'll have to hire a construction contractor that is trained to build the station's specialized structures. But on the other hand, they have to be synchronized with the needs of the engineering company you took, who are working to meet the plant's needs according to the entire project's budget and expected returns. And for that, you'll need a professional company that is specialized in equipment acquisition needed for the station, and only hope that the various operating companies you've hired even know how to use the equipment. Oh, and don't forget that for all that to work smoothly, you must have a solid accounting firm that can deal with the financial aspects of both planning and running a power plant. Hey, if you got all that down, then all you'll need now is an independent company to run and coordinate the whole thing. And that company better meet the relevant planning standards needed for it.
Oh boy, whew, what a mess. Too many fields, coordination, standards. It's all kind of complicated.
If we could only find a multi-purpose system, one company that can bring synergy to all the different fields, powerful and independent enough to do it all on its own. A group of people so seasoned that can on one hand design the entire detailed engineering plan for the power plant, right? All this in full coordination with the construction contractors and various operating companies. But on the other hand, if they could also coordinate between the planning department and construction and operating elements, allowing them to receive real-time feedback from each other as early as the planning stage so that they can plan and take into account every detail reported from the field. And the company should have its own labs. With these labs, they can conduct real-time testing for quality control throughout the planning and construction phases, with information centers that cover all fields. And the means to offer highly advanced 3D simulators specifically designed for the equipment and piping? Oh yes, the equipment. This one's very important indeed. Ideally, the design team should know the field crew well so they can share their time-tested knowledge of the equipment and technology. From the smallest detail right up until the most complicated element, with years' worth of hands-on experience, they'd be able to offer the expertise necessary in the wide range of specialized equipment needed for the station. And speaking of equipment, if the company would have a rock-solid working relationship with a seasoned acquisition team that are coordinated to both the planning and operating units, which is ideal when balancing acquisition needs and budget constraints, and kept in mind that for all these different units to operate smoothly, they would have a strong financial group to keep in touch with them throughout every phase of the project, that'd be perfect. If finally, after stepping back, an overseer, a sort of conductor, managed the entire project and evaluated every stage of the station's progress, taking into account all risks involved, a sort of central unit that offers synergy in both the planning and running aspects of the entire project, offering full in-house capabilities and keeping a scheduled timetable of operations. I mean, wow! And you know what? Let's go all the way with this one. If this company had experience in building a whole load of stations and maybe some knowledge in processing electricity to the consumer and possibly some time-proven experience in operating and maintaining an entire power plant, oh, and if they had experience in operating different types of power plants, even better. And you know what? If this company had running the national power grid on its record, well, that'd be unbelievable. What a dream, huh? Well, actually, it isn't a dream at all. This unique company already exists. Everything you have just seen is already out there. Yeah, this is the Israel Electric Company. With over 60 years of experience, it has been in charge of Israel's national power grid from the very beginning. It has constructed over 17 power stations and around 200 switching and substations. Planned and planning, constructed and constructing, operated and operating the national power grid of the state of Israel. With 500 planners and a crew of over 1,000 various operators and specialized units, each working different aspects of the design, this is total custom-made synergy, offering an all-in-one solution. Yep, that's the Israel Electric Company for you. And this same Israel Electric Company is at your service. All for one and one for all. And now you know how to build a power plant.